One day, everything will die. Not just the stars, not just the galaxies, not just the atoms that make up your body. Everything. There will come a moment, far beyond the lifespan of our sun, far beyond the age of the last star, far beyond anything we can truly imagine, when the universe becomes a silent, frozen graveyard. A place with no light, no heat, no movement, no time. A place where existence itself simply stops. And here is the part that should unsettle you. The universe is already on its way there. Right now, as you listen to these words, the cosmos is quietly, silently, irreversibly dying. So the real question is not if the universe will end, but how, when, and what remains when everything else is gone. Tonight, we will travel to the very edge of time, to witness the last star, the final black hole, the death of matter, and the moment when even the laws of physics fade into nothing. This is not fiction. This is the scientifically predicted fate of everything. This is the end of the universe.
We look at the night sky and see eternity. Stars shining endlessly, galaxies drifting quietly through space, an infinite ocean of light. But this is an illusion. The universe is not steady. It is not eternal. It is not stable. In fact, it is far past its prime. The age of creation, the era when stars were born in furious numbers, ended billions of years ago. Today, star formation has dropped by more than 95%. The fuel that once created suns, cold hydrogen gas, is running out everywhere. Galaxies that once exploded with newborn stars now glow weaker, older, more tired. Imagine a massive cosmic city shutting down, street lights turning off, district by district, hour by hour. The universe is doing exactly that. Not quickly, not dramatically, but like a slow sunset lasting trillions of years. And here's the most surprising part. We are living right after the peak of cosmic creation. The brightest era of the universe has already passed. The night sky we see today is the fading afterglow of a universe that is no longer young. Every star that shines now is using up a limited supply of fuel, and once it burns out, there will be no new stars to replace it. This is the first step toward the end. Not an explosion, not a collapse, but a slow, inevitable fading. A long, cosmic dying. You are living in a universe that has already begun its final chapter.
The first stars to die are the giants. Massive, brilliant suns, burning millions of times brighter than our own, live fast, burn hot, and die violently. They collapse in spectacular supernova explosions that briefly outshine entire galaxies. But these explosions are short-lived, a final desperate flare before disappearing forever. After them, countless medium-sized stars follow. Stars like our sun, stable, warm, life-giving.
But even these seemingly eternal lights are nothing more than candles in a storm. Our sun will expand into a red giant, swallowing Mercury, Venus, and possibly Earth. Then its burned-out core will shrink into a white dwarf, a small glowing ember floating in darkness. For trillions of years, it will slowly cool, its light fading bit by bit, until eventually it will become a black dwarf, a dead star, silent and cold, invisible even to the darkest cosmic eye. But the true masters of endurance are the red dwarfs. Small, dim, and incredibly efficient, they can burn for up to 10 trillion years, far longer than the universe has existed so far. They are the last torches of cosmic light, the final sparks keeping the darkness at bay. But even their time runs out. Their slow, faint glow eventually weakens, their fuel disappears, and one day, the very last red dwarf in the entire universe will flicker, fade, and die. When that moment arrives, the cosmos crosses a boundary from which it can never return. A boundary where no new stars will ever be born again, where the night sky, once filled with billions of sparkling suns, becomes an empty black canvas. No constellations, no galaxies, no light. Just cold, silent dark. This is the beginning of the cosmic dark age. The universe has officially turned off the lights.
After the last star fades, the universe enters a silence unlike anything that came before. A silence so complete, so absolute, that even light itself becomes a memory. There are no suns, no glowing nebulae, no warm planets circling bright skies, only darkness, vast, endless, perfect. In this era, the universe is ruled by the ghosts of once brilliant stars, white dwarfs slowly cooling into black dwarfs, dead spheres of frozen carbon, neutron stars growing colder, their once intense magnetic fields fading like dying echoes. These remnants drift silently through space, no longer shining, no longer warming anything, no longer part of any cosmic story, except the story of decay. Imagine a universe where every direction you look is pure blackness, a void without shape, without texture, without even a single point of light to break the monotony. This is not night. Night requires a sun. This is the absence of all dawns. But even in this pure darkness, something still moves. Planets, now frozen solid, continue orbiting their dead stars, invisible wheels turning around invisible centers. Collisions still happen. A rogue planet may strike a silent dwarf. A neutron star may wander too close to a black hole. Momentum still exists. Gravity still pulls. But without light, these events occur unseen, unfelt, unknown. Time stretches endlessly forward. Millions of years pass, then billions, then trillions. And the universe continues to cool. Anything that once held warmth surrenders it to the void. Atoms lose their energy. Molecules drift apart. The universe stops producing complexity and begins erasing it. Even matter itself starts moving toward its eventual fate, because in the dark age of the universe, the quietest forces begin to dominate, forces that act slowly, patiently, over unimaginable spans of time. Gravity, quantum decay, thermodynamics. The universe becomes a place where everything is waiting to be broken down, pulled apart, or swallowed by something larger. And that something larger is already out there, silent, invisible, hunting everything it can still consume, the black holes. And in the next chapter, they will reshape the cosmos into something far stranger, far darker, and far more violent than anything that has come before. When the stars are gone, when the galaxies have faded, when the universe is nothing but cold matter drifting through darkness, only the black holes remain. These are the last giants of creation, titanic, invisible monsters scattered across a dead cosmos, waiting in the shadows for anything left to consume. A black hole does not shine. It does not glow. It does not reveal itself. It simply pulls everything in. In a universe without light, black holes become the final architects of motion. Planets, dead stars, lonely gas clouds, all slowly drift toward these cosmic traps. Sometimes, after billions of years of silence, a black hole will feast. A frozen planet spirals inward, its crust tears apart, its core stretches like liquid metal, and as it crosses the event horizon, the point of no return, it is shredded into streams of energy and swallowed whole. These rare moments become the only flashes of light in a universe that has forgotten what brightness is. But the true monsters are the supermassive black holes, colossal beings hiding in the centers of once great galaxies. Even in this dark age, they wait, patient, silent, unstoppable. And then, something incredible happens. Galaxies, long dead, long faded, continue to drift through space. Their stars are gone, their light extinguished, yet their gravitational shapes remain, ghosts drifting through the void. When these galactic remnants collide, their central black holes begin a slow, spiraling dance. When the stars are gone, when the galaxies have faded, when the universe is nothing but cold matter drifting through darkness, only the black holes remain. These are the last giants of creation, titanic, invisible monsters scattered across a dead cosmos, waiting in the shadows for anything left to consume. A black hole does not shine, it does not glow, it does not reveal itself. It simply pulls everything in. In a universe without light, black holes become the final architects of motion. Planets, dead stars, lonely gas clouds, all slowly drift toward these cosmic traps. Sometimes, after billions of years of silence, a black hole will feast. A frozen planet spirals inward. Its crust tears apart. Its core stretches like liquid metal. And as it crosses the event horizon, the point of no return. It is shredded into streams of energy and swallowed whole.
These rare moments become the only flashes of light in a universe that has forgotten what brightness is. But the true monsters are the supermassive black holes, colossal beings hiding in the centers of once great galaxies. Even in this dark age, they wait, patient, silent, unstoppable. And then something incredible happens. Galaxies, long dead, long faded, continue to drift through space. Their stars are gone, their light extinguished, yet their gravitational shapes remain, ghosts drifting through the void. When these galactic remnants collide, their central black holes begin a slow, spiraling dance. For millions of years, they orbit each other, closer and closer, until finally, they merge.
Two invisible giants become one, and the resulting burst of gravitational energy ripples across the cosmos like the final heartbeat of a dying universe. These mergers continue for unimaginable spans of time. Black holes grow larger and fewer. Eventually, almost everything that still exists, every dead star, every wandering planet, every scrap of matter is consumed. The universe becomes a desert, with only a handful of colossal black holes remaining. Each one millions or billions of solar masses in size. Each one a silent monument to everything that ever lived, shined, or breathed. For a while, if you can call trillions of years a while, this is the era the universe remains in. A cold black sea, with only a few giants pulsing at its center.
But even these titans cannot escape the fate written into the laws of physics. Even a black hole, the most powerful object known to science, is not eternal. It leaks, it fades, it dies. And in the next chapter, we will watch the unthinkable, the death of the last black holes, the collapse of matter, and the final unraveling of reality itself.
Even black holes, the last giants of a dying universe, cannot live forever. For trillions of years, they dominate everything, silent, massive, unchallenged. But deep within their darkness, a process is slowly unfolding. A process so faint, so delicate, that it takes longer than the age of the current universe just to make a difference. Hawking radiation. A black hole is not completely black. It leaks. Particles appear at its edge, born from quantum fluctuations, and some of them escape. Each escaping particle steals a tiny amount of energy from the black hole itself. And when you take energy from a black hole, its mass shrinks, its grip weakens, its power fades. This is evaporation. A black hole the size of a star takes 10 to the 66 years to evaporate. A supermassive black hole, 10 to the 100 years. A 1, followed by 100 zeros. Time on a scale so large that even the dead universe barely notices it passing. But eventually, the universe does notice.
One day, one of the surviving giants shrinks just enough to begin evaporating faster, then faster still.
Its final moments happen rapidly. A sudden, brilliant burst of energy. The last true light in a universe that has forgotten what light is. Then, silence. One by one, the black holes fall, each death leaving the cosmos dimmer, emptier, colder, until only one remains, the last black hole in existence, a lone titan in a universe made of nothing. For ages beyond counting, it clings to life, shrinking, fading, waiting, and finally, it too reaches its end. With a final whisper of energy, the last black hole evaporates, and the universe enters a new and terrifying state. A state without stars, without galaxies, without black holes, and soon without matter itself. Because physics doesn't stop here. Even protons, the tiny building blocks of atoms, may not be eternal. If proton decay is real, then everything that remains, every particle, every atom, every fragment of what once formed planets, metals, oceans, mountains, bodies, will eventually crumble. Slowly, silently, irreversibly, over unimaginable spans of time, matter rots away. Atoms fall apart. The universe dissolves into a thin mist of fading particles. And then even those particles stretch across such enormous distances that they can no longer interact. No collisions, no reactions, no chemistry, no physics as we understand it. Just a quiet expanse of nothingness, becoming ever more empty, ever more cold, ever more still. This is the moment the universe loses matter forever. And now there is only one thing left to lose: time.
With the last black hole gone, the universe becomes a place so empty, so stretched, so unimaginably vast that it no longer resembles anything we once recognized as reality. There are no stars, no galaxies, no matter, no structures. Only a thin, fading mist of elementary particles drifting through a darkness that has no end. But even this is not the final chapter. There is still one thing left to collapse: the universe itself. As space expands, the remaining particles grow farther and farther apart. Distances become so enormous that nothing can ever meet anything again. No collisions, no reactions, no energy exchange of any kind. And when nothing happens, time loses meaning. Time is not a separate thing. It is change, motion, events, cause and effect, a chain of moments tied together by things happening. But here, in the far future, nothing happens anymore. For trillions upon trillions of years, no spark, no heat, no movement, no creation, no destruction. Just an endless, unbroken stillness. Without events, there is no time.
The universe has reached a point where existence continues, but nothing within it progresses. A silent eternity, a flat line of reality. This is the true heat death, a cosmos at maximum entropy, where everything that could happen has already happened, and everything that remains is permanent, motionless, frozen.
The universe is not destroyed. It simply stops. No last explosion, no dramatic collapse, no final flash of light. Just silence. A silence so complete that even the concept of silence no longer makes sense. And yet, as strange as it sounds, there is something profound here. For billions of years, the universe created stars, worlds, life, consciousness, beauty. It turned chaos into order, darkness into light, simple particles into complex beings capable of wondering about their own existence.
And all of that, every story, every life, every light in the cosmos, happened in a brief, shining moment between the birth of the universe and its final stillness. A moment that we were lucky enough to be part of. The universe will end, but what happened within it was real, meaningful, extraordinary. And as long as someone, somewhere, remembers that the universe once existed, that stars once burned, that life once looked up and asked why, then perhaps the universe never truly dies. Because the end of everything is not the end of wonder. This has been the story of the end of the universe. And now, in the deepest silence imaginable, the cosmos rests.